Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Naraka Blade Point Morus Cup Season 2 Finals. It's been a long month with tons of action, grueling battles, and devastating defeats. But for the few that have made it here, there are still many treasures left to be won. Welcome. I'm Nathanius. We have a great show ready for you tonight as we are going to find out who wins not only the Solos Championship for Season 2, but the Trios Championship, and of course, finding out who is going to make it to the Grand Finals in December. This is Season 2 of 3. I'm also joined in the studio by Davier and Runekeeper. Gentlemen, it is so good to see you. I'm seeing you face to face, and that's a good feeling. Tell me, give it to me. How you doing, Davi? How you doing?
I'm amazing, okay? I'm back here again. It feels good to be here, but it's good to have Rune here now. My brother is here, okay? We also and also Odin is here as well, which we're also going to be seeing Odin as well.
Right.
But I am excited to be back. I'm excited to see all of these names. I'm excited for the multiplier that we saw during semifinals. I'm excited for everything. Like I said, you know what I want to see? I've already said it before. You know what I want to see. Rune, how you feeling?
Oh, Dobby, I am here for it, my guy. The new format, the new season, players are coming out, they're bringing their A games, man. It's Season 2 finals, right? There's huge money on the line, and then coming up in December, man, we've got the grand finals, and these guys are showing that they're hungry for it.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick refresher on the format. Like Davier was mentioning, the scoring has changed, but just first quickly, we had 28 players go through the qualifiers, competing up to 240. Then last week, we had the semifinals, where the top 8 players from Season 1 were able to join the Season 2 qualifiers. 60 players progressed from those lobbies to today, where they'll be competing for $10,000 and, of course, a spot in those December Grand Finals. And the most important change we made this season, as the game grows, so do we, and the tournament format has placed more of an emphasis on getting those kills. You know, we saw that multiplier. Some of those placements, you know, you might be right next to somebody, a little bit below, a little bit above, but you're not actually outscoring them unless you've got more kills than them, Davi.
Oh yeah, absolutely. With those kills, I'm telling you, we've seen a lot more aggression this season. We've seen a lot more aggressive play styles. We've seen people come out with some specials that we haven't seen yet. And even a little bit of some third party has been a little bit more active this season. Way more. People trying to get those extra picks. If someone's low, we've seen a lot more players swoop in and try to see if they can get that quick kill, because those points are so important.
That's right, and Runekeeper, as we take a look at the finalists that have made it here for Season 2, I gotta say, we've got a great lineup of players. I mean, immediately jumping out, Ketsu, Jotobo, Daldir. These guys were crushing it the last couple of weeks, and like Davi was saying, people have been more aggressive. We've been seeing them bring out their A-game, Rune.
Oh, absolutely. There's a laundry list of players over here, and this format change, right, as well, bringing some of these players, we're getting to see their true colors, right? Like, Jaxi OP has always been a very aggressive player, and this last format we had before, he didn't really do so well because it's not his play style. He wants to get out and take these fights, right? But now he can jump out here, he can get aggressive, he can just run in there and tear these players apart, knowing, you know what, even if I only place middle of the pack as far as like the match goes, if I walk away with 12 kills, who's going to beat me, right? You know what I'm saying? And we're seeing so much more of that from these players, especially players like Ketsu, Daldir out here killing it, Rose putting some big numbers up on the board.
You were big on
Ketsu. Digits.
You were big on Ketsu.
I'm so big on that boy. I've watched him come up from the very start of this game, and he has just gotten so good. We have a nickname for him in the pro scene now. We call him the Azure Demon.
Ooh, I like that name. That's
I don't
hot.
know what that means, but that sounds
That's
terrifying.
hot.
Oh, yeah.
That's hot.
He comes out and he just brings it. If that boy picks up a dagger, I don't care if it's a white dagger, you need to either be confident that you can put him down now, or you need to run the other direction.
All I'm saying, though, is the fact that we have seen some heavy contenders, and we have seen incredible plays from these people. We've seen Avocado, we've seen Averse, we've seen Jaxi, and I know Rose is out here. She's still making moves, and I'm seeing her still do her thing, as always. And K-Taco, listen, I love K-Taco, okay? K-Taco is one of my favorites. I love watching him. But K-Taco's a dirty player, and I want to see more of those dirty plays. So I want K-Taco to get here and get dirty as possible. Please, I want to see it.
Oh, my
Give me some parries. You know what I want to see. I want to see those parries happen.
Dobby loves the parries, Rune.
Oh, he loves the parries. Man, you can't count any of these players out, right? Yeah, players like Ski, Mino, DeBomb, Trick, all these players.
Daldir.
Daldir. Look, all of these players, regardless of where they're placed on this leaderboard right now, have been killing it. That's why they're here, right? They're in the finals, but now they've got to show that it's not just luck and it's not just because these other players they were playing against weren't the top players. They've got to compete at their highest level today to either walk away with some money or make it to grand finals where they can show I'm meant to be here and I'm going to stay here.
That's right. We have 3 matches coming in for solos today to determine the Season 2 champion, and then we'll be going to the trios for the second half. As you already mentioned, we're going to be bringing Odin in throughout some of today's games as well, mixing it up. We've got a beautiful studio set up, and we're just really excited to see where things go and who ends up coming out to surprise everybody and take that big championship. I love it. You guys feeling yourselves a little bit?
I mean, look at this.
You hyped up? You ready?
I mean, look at this setup. This setup is absolutely beautiful. Even the first setup was incredible. It felt good just being alongside you, watching the action. Of course, we had Rune, we had Odin at home, still making incredible casting plays. But to have everybody here in studio, we have all of this space, we have this room. I might even get up and do a dance if I see a parry. That's all I'm saying. You might see a dance today.
Look, we got so much room for activity. You know what I'm saying? Look,
so much room.
I walked in here today and we'd seen the other studio, right? And I was hyped and it was like, and then we looked at this and it's gorgeous. I'm so ready.
Jaw dropped when I came in.
Yeah, and I mean, so before we get into it then and we kick everything off, I've got to ask Dobby, you gave some pretty good predictions. You had some good ideas. Give me a little bit of something, and Rune, you can chip into if you would like.
I'm seeing at least 8 kills. Somebody's dropping 8 kills today.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
8 kills first game.
I'm calling it 10 kill game. 10 kill game.
Ooh, if we see a double digit, it's gonna get disgusting. I mean, I just want to see how it goes.
How are you gonna come out of the finals and not drop 10 bomb?
All right, well, let's find out if anybody gets that much or perhaps even more as the first match is ready for our solos grand finals. Dobby, Runekeeper, take it away.
Dobby, baby, we're getting ready to get in this and it's gonna get so good.
Oh boy, it feels so good to be back. I feel so good to be here. Look at all of this room. There's a lot of people.
Look at Celestra right now. I want to talk about the clump here. We see Jaxi out here. We see Jodabo, Nevamine, T-Dark, B, Hero. All these guys, they know early they got to put those kills on the board, right? And Celestra, look at this. It's so clumped. We never see this in the finals right now. We see fights breaking out everywhere.
Eventide is also popping with some fights as well. This is going to be interesting to see where this goes.
Oh, man. We got to get in here and get to see some of this action. We got Pubi engaging Rezo over here. Ketsu coming out of the back of Celestra. All right, we got Rezo here. Here it is. Rocking the white armor, but the purple dagger.
Wow, beautiful move.
Oh, yeah, using that rush, you can do it off the side of the building real quick without having to charge there. Pubi dropping the grapple. No. Rezo actually jumping up and getting over the wall, clearing the distance here. Into the building, chance to pop that pot off. Last shield pot here, though, so Rezo really needs to make this escape count and make sure that Pubi doesn't waste the resources. We see Crows here. Crows taking a huge hit. King just on top of it, but Crows
goes for the slashes, though.
Into the jungle there.
And these slashes puts him into the door, gets him into the door frame, goes through the other side. He's going to try to see if they can get a rotate going. Tries to see if they can catch something. But no, there goes the first parry, ladies and gentlemen.
Crow's going to throw it out. Going to go pick the katana back up here. King not wanting to let him get away. Crow's trying to go for the pistol. It doesn't look like it's going to pay off. Another parry coming up from King, but not connecting to the Crows. King really not wanting to let this kill go away. Misses the parry. They parried each other's faces. Crow on top of it. Knocking King into the air. Gets the jungle. Into
goes
the wall.
For the slashes.
Grab it. Into the blue charge, but it doesn't follow through. And King.
Oh, and King. Absolutely unbelievable. Now we have eyes on Frosty, who is actually also dangerously low, but is able to try to catch this player as close as possible. Tries to go for those slashes. Is unsuccessful in it. Beautiful blocks, though. Oh, and there goes the ultimate. The parry is out, and Frosty is out.
Yo, look, Frosty played that really well here, but that Monk Bell, sometimes if you can get the timing just right, it comes out, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Listen, that first in-game fight was incredible. And here goes Rezo, back on Rezo's site.
Rezo looking to chase down Mime here. Mime extremely low. This is huge. If you knock out a player like Mime this early,
oh, there's three.
Massive for you. Oh, man.
McFlurry.
McFlurry here. Rezo not wanting to drop this kill down. McFlurry also looking to pick up the kill onto Mime.
Rezo with the retreat, goes to pop their shield, still holding that purple dagger.
The shadow will shortly
Upgraded to the blue armor now, though. Looking, no, finds Mime yet again. Mime with the legendary katana. Rezo going for the block.
Wow!
But misses, throws it out way too early. Mime playing the mind games like we know they're good for.
And here comes the chase from Mime. Mime knows that they have him close. There goes the disappearing axe. Goes right through the windows. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a chase.
Mime trying to get onto Rezo, but McFlurry not looking to let this fight go either. Rezo in a bad place. Mime hitting him with the mix-up. That Viper Copium claiming the kill.
And this is why Mime is in the finals. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with Ski and Jotabo. There goes Ski trying to get the shield off as best as possible. Gets a quick heal. Still is somewhat low. Goes and gets caught. And now it's back close with the fight. Ski is going to try to see if they can capture anything in terms of a getaway. Jotabo is on Ski. Is not letting them anyway. And here comes the ultimate coming out from Ski. Is Jotabo able to dodge it? Yes, they are.
Ski trying to get the reset here, but Jotabo's got the teleports, has the cooldown, and still has the ult, has the presence of mind, throwing that Abyssal Aura out, popping some shots off here, trying to find anything onto Ski to secure this kill. Ski using the F to get away, get a reset once again, but Jotabo with the hyper armor from the
Beautiful
Abyssal,
timing.
jumping in on the Ski. Ski's got nowhere to go, and Jotabo claims a kill.
Beautiful timing. Did you see the hold? Seeing the swirl of that what is this called?
Yodo's F is so good for zoning. You can literally throw it out. You can stand there. You can pot in your opponent's face, but sometimes it plays against you, as we just saw. Jotabo in a terrible situation, or Ski in a terrible situation there. Jotabo waiting and timing the perfect blue charge off
The
of the dagger.
beautiful blue charge timing.
Yep, just to be able to come out and clear that as soon as it's done. Argon here on Ken Cobalt. Ken Cobalt gets a good jump back, but Argon just turns around with the greatsword and says, no, this is my game.
Absolutely insane with the heavy sword. Goes for the repair, goes for the cleanup, and we're back at it again with Ken, looking very dangerously low right now. It is now Katana versus Katana. They're going to try to see if they can get away here. And ladies and gentlemen, like we said before, we're back with the chase. Looks like they're getting some distance. Going to try to see if they can get away here. Unsuccessful.
The Yodo F's coming back up on cooldown. Again, going to stand right here and pot in the face. You can't shoot through that Yodo F3. It's slower, but it doesn't matter when you can stand in their face.
And Soul with the third party is going to try to see if they can get caught with any kills. Looks like they're using the bow right now. And that's the one thing that we were talking about earlier. Getting those picks, even in the middle of those fights, these third parties are actually really important because this is that type of
Argon comes in and steals that kill at the last possible second with a pistol. Exactly what you're talking about here.
steals.
Those points count for so much. If you can get those third parties and grab somebody when they're low, and he grabs PST in the middle of that fight. Now it's just Soul left up. Argon going in on top of him, but we see the gold charge come out from Argon. Oh, into the aerial, though. Argon just getting juggled.
Soul with a thumbs up emote.
Throws this out. Argon going to jump back here, goes for the reset, creates great distance using a quick grapple, while T-Dark B chases down Soul for a potential kill. And Argon... Oh, I thought he was going to run back in here, but he's going to grab some resources and then run it back in. Picks up the Moonbane charm here, right? Huge for him.
That's
if
massive.
He gets caught out.
The Moonbane charge is massive from Argon. That's going to give him a very big advantage, especially once we get closer to the end of our final circles. That's going to be really helpful to him. Looks like he's going to try to see if he can catch anybody else. It looks like they might go and chase T-Dark. We don't actually know where Soul is. Soul might have been able to get out of there successfully and go for the heal off. And now it's back to the chase. T-Dark B is on the other side, goes for the bows. He's unsuccessful in getting any types of hits, and Argon's going to get close and try to see if they can catch something.
Argon using those grapples to his advantage, using the movement with the greatsword just to keep up with T-Dark. Don't know if he loses him in the river here or not. He's still looking for him. Does find him, connects with the grapple, gets into the stone form. They're both going to go for that. T-Dark trying to force the stone form into
Santana with the third party. T-Dark B is stuck.
Huge third party from Santana here.
The question is T-Dark able to get out of there? It looks like they might be able to successfully. There goes the heal from Oregon on their gold pistol. Oregon has some incredible stuff right now.
Oh yeah, he's rocking the purple greatsword, the legendary pistol, and of course rocking the purple armor. Only a couple upgrades for him here. He's got plenty of resources. Again, he picked up that huge Bane's Breath charm. He's in a great situation.
He has a very, very big advantage. But here we go, back at it again. The push going straight towards T-Dark. He's going to try to see if he can get the pull. Is successful in doing it, but T-Dark is able to dodge that. As they continue to push on in. And here comes T-Dark, comes back after the heal and says, I'm not done yet.
Argan here, if you notice, running around with the whips in a great position, because if he catches up to anybody here, not only can he block projectiles right now, but he can throw those whips out and potentially knock somebody up when he gets in close. See Sly J over here, looks to go make a play here with this legendary repeater. Huge damage on the Sly J that completely melts his armor. Sly J in a terrible situation, but pops the Kurumi ult. Gets the shield back up, and we see Santana coming in. Sly J stuck between a rock and a hard place.
More like a mountain and a tree. Because right now, Sly J is in a very tough situation. Oregon is actually watching to see what's going on here. Like I said, there goes that third-party mentality, trying to see if they can get any of those pickups. Sly J is in a very tough situation right now. Oregon is trying to get the picks.
Pick it up again? No, Sly J goes down to Santana. Oregon, you know he's mad about that. He wanted to set up the free kill there, but Santana...
Whoa, hold on. Let's pay attention now. Santana just got hit by a random bow. We don't know where that came from. And here comes Luch.
Ketsu on the Nostrad. This is who we want to see here. Look at this matchup. Look at this movement from Ketsu. The boy is all over the place.
Let's also be careful here because we do have Milk that's also watching from a distance, trying to see if they can get those bow kills. Nostrad backs off. It looks like Milk is going to try to continue to push that. Ketsu gets the heal off, is going to push in and see if they can get a pickup. Let's see how they can hold this together.
On to Milchki. Catches the two. Dashes, jumps back up. Gonna dodge the Voldo ulti, using a TP on the quick.
My boy Averse, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Has the blue katana, gold armor. Beautiful place where Averse is right now.
Ooh, getting juggled at the top of this tree, though. Averse losing half his armor to that, but gonna use the quick scale rush to get out. Player 56 trying to track him down here with those shots from the musket. Averse trying to answer back with the bow.
And here we go with the chase. Unsuccessful. It looks like they don't have any grapples left because they could have been able to grapple that. So it looks like Averse doesn't have any grapples here. Might be better for Averse to be able to retreat and try to get some resources.
Absolutely. You've got to have the grapples if you're going to be going to this chase. Looks like we see Gig Maluch going into the Jaxi. Not only aerial juggles him, but gets the Viper ult. Jaxi dodges it at the last possible second.
He's able to get the shield off. Great work by Jaxi to be able to hold that defense and know a good timing on when to be able to back out of that.
So if you didn't know, Viper ult can actually be dodged. When the eye pops, there's a travel time as the stun travels down the tether. If you dodge, you get some iframes and avoid the stun, which is what Jaxi just did there. Was able to then throw Yodo F out and get a reset and heal in the opponent's face and put that player at a huge disadvantage because they no longer had their ult or F available to them.
Yeah, it looks like Luch was actually really smart in backing that out because they probably expected for that to happen. And Ketsu gets a major hit from a heavy sword from Daldir. Daldir is in the middle of a fight in between four different people here. Ketsu's going to go for the shield here. Blue shield steal.
Nostrad in a terrible situation. Mime finds the shot on him. Nostrad one hit from anything will take him down here. Mime trying to figure out where he went. Using the dagger movement to maximize the movement. There's Nostrad. Mime finds the grapple onto Nostrad. They are there. Oh my God, there's no words.
We just witnessed a master just get eliminated out of the first round of solos for Naraka Blade Point.
Jaxi here trying to get away from Soul at the edge of this. Soul in a bad situation though. Jaxi able to gatekeep him here really if he needs to. Soul going for the reset. Jaxi letting him get it so he can get the reset here. Jaxi in a way better position because even if Soul gets a reset, he's in the zone. He's constantly taking those ticks. So Jackson can just play gatekeeper here if he can land one of these hits.
And also at the same time, too, Soul is forced to use their resources in order to heal, knowing that once they get out of circle, they have to fight Jaxi. Jaxi is right there. They're not going to let you continue to just move past like you're not there and you're not a free kill right now.
We see player 23 coming in here. We see bow shots going everywhere. Will 1v1 out here, dropping some big bow shots down on the Soul player 23. Jaxi looking to catch Will 1v1, catches the first shot, misses the second shot. Still looking for his opportunity here, just barely over Will 1v1's head. The Yodo F comes out and stops Jaxi's arrows from coming in. He throws the Yodo F into the Yodo F and makes Will 1v1 have to back off of his own F.
The timing of their F was actually really impressive, and now Jaxi has to be able to watch the fight from afar to try to see what's probably better, because Jaxi knows that there's 3 to at least 5 people surrounding this area, and it only takes 2 people to commit to a fight to where everybody wants to jump in and try to get those kills.
Oh yeah, we're at that stage in the game where you have to be very careful which fights you're taking, because the third parties are just inevitable. If you can't cleanly take that kill and quickly, you have to back off and reset so you're not finding yourself caught out in a terrible situation.
Very important for the next phases, but it looks like Waifu is in a very beautiful place right now. It looks like they have the gold bow, purple, what is that? Was that the longsword or is that the...
Yes, that's the purple longsword.
That's the longsword. Purple longsword, purple shield.
Jaxi onto Hero here with the spear.
The cannons!
Into the cannon. Jaxi been favoring the bow this whole time, but on the cannon, Hero stuck in a bad situation, and Jaxi's just going to throw the F and lock him down with the spear. That's got to feel bad, but a Verse coming in here with the musket trying to catch Jaxi out. But Jaxi does leave, unfortunately leaving the loot behind, and a Verse might be able to pick up some heals he desperately needs here.
Yeah, very smart for Jaxi, though. Jaxi's done a really, really great job, and we've seen this before. Jaxi is really great at being at the perfect place at the perfect time, but then at the same time, being smart enough to be able to last towards the end of these last final circles. We've seen Jaxi day in and day out get close every single time, even if he doesn't gets that dub. He's always in those final circles, and as a good player, you always have to be able to be smart enough to go, it's time for me to back away, it's time for me to move on. And here comes one of my favorite players. K-Taco is in the building, and he's chasing after Goddess Waifu. Let's see if K-Taco can get a dub here.
Oh, he misses with the F, but it doesn't matter. He's on to Goddess very quickly. Gets a couple hits in. Goddess tries to make some distance. Goes for the aerial there, but is not going to come out. K-Taco sees another target, wastes no time jumping in, uses the gold dagger dashes to just maneuver his way from one fight to the next. Jodobo looking low over here. The bomb there, trying to chase him down, and K-Taco looking to capitalize on this entire situation. Look at this bow shot that's about to come out. He hits the bomb.
Bow shots. Sometimes even just that little bit of damage is also worth it too, because of how close the circle is. Everybody is slowly closing in on this circle, and no one is trying to commit to a full fight if they know that somebody is not low. It's probably not smart knowing that even if you are low, there are several players around you, and it's not smart knowing that you can easily get picked off.
Oh yeah, not to mention you can dwindle down the resources. Look at this. Hits the grapple and the knockup from the Wisp, forcing them to use resources here. That's what it's all about in this stage. You need to make these other players use resources so that when it gets down to where you have no choice but to take these fights, and God, his wife is going to go down to mine. K-Taco's going to throw his ult out, catching all these players out in the zone. He's on to save it.
K-Taco has a big advantage right now, especially with that ulti that he just hit.
The gold dagger dash, he sees the bomb. He's trying to find onto him, trying to stop the pot. Doesn't, and makes the decision to back out. Very smart.
This is a big chance for K-Taco to pick up some kills. He was able to get one successful, beautiful kill and able to get that pick off of Waifu. And it looks like K-Taco might come back for more. Mime is trying to get out of there as much as possible. Soul has no shield. He's going to try to go for a shield. Mime is going to try to pull them off in terms of a stun. Soul was able to get the shield off, and Mime was able to take that away immediately. And here comes the third party. They're going to try to see if they can take the kill away from Mime.
He just says, no, I don't care. This is my kill in the face of Debo. T-Dark and Pride.
Mindful committed to that. That's actually a dangerous play.
Extremely huge play, but it pays off. Mime picks up a kill. Looks like he's going to pick up a second kill onto the bomb. The bomb is able to get away. Anybody here could take the bomb out of this match. Mime trying to make it happen. Anybody on the bomb, and he goes down. Rose, everybody's trying to stop Mime. And Mime picks it up. He picks up the kill.
Wow! absolutely incredible from Mime,
Mime
knowing that they're low.
Taco here. His dagger, nothing on it. One hit away from dead. Any of these players
He has to
turn
repair.
on to Mime.
Mime has to repair. Mime has to repair. Even with the recovery,
fireball coming out,
they have to
barely
repair.
misses.
They don't have any repairs. They don't have any repairs.
They have no
can't
repairs
repair.
whatsoever.
They cannot repair. Mime is in a very tough situation. They can either pick something up from the bodies that are still there, or they have to run it, and it looks like Mime is choosing to run. Mime is
a
already
huge hit
losing
coming out
shield.
from Rose. Mime literally one hit again. No resources, got pots all day, but no way to repair this dagger. No extra weapon. It looks like in their inventory. Mime could go down at any second, and Rose is going to claim the kill onto Mime.
Absolutely insane. Rose has been playing so smart, even with her gold armor, is still watching everybody and seeing people's movements. That was a lot of fighting that we just saw in the last 2 minutes of just everybody being very aware of everybody. And it looks like here comes another one here. Pride GS is going to see if they can get him off the mountain here and said, no, this is the top of my mountain. If you're going to come up here, you're going to say hello to me. How are you?
Let's look at the players left alive. Just a few moments ago, 2-3 minutes ago tops, we were 27 players left alive. 11 players have been thinned from that herd in all this crazy fighting. These players have got to be feeling it right now. It's non-stop. Everywhere you go, every single movement you make is counting right now in these fights.
And out of 11 people that just got eliminated, we at least witnessed 6 people in one insane circle. That was nuts to see. Daldir is stuck.
Kets is coming in to save Daldir, though.
Pride GS is going to be able to back out of this and see what they can do here. Going to go for the shield up top here. Meanwhile, Ketsu is on their behind, watching and paying attention here. It looks like Pride is going to try to see if they can get some type of ulti. The ulti comes out.
Huge uppercut from Ketsu here. Pride forced to use their ult here. No F available for them either. If Ketsu comes back to this fight, knows where Pride is, he's in a bad situation, and there it is. There's a burst coming in from behind. Pride's got nowhere to go. He's out in the open just trying to get a pot off desperately. A verse says no. If he hits that shot, the F comes out, and a verse is going to claim the kill onto Pride.
Did a verse get caught in the F and was able to get out of it?
Absolutely, but he literally had just enough time to get one attack through before the F was going to bounce it off. Great timing on a verse. King here in a bad situation. Ketsu bouncing around. King does go down to Rose. Ketsu's trying to find a kill on anybody here.
Rose has been doing a great job picking up these picks. We've literally watched Rose at least come through with at least 2 or 3 picks. Even in that last circle that we were just watching with all those people, we saw Rose come through and pick up one of those kills where somebody was low. Meanwhile, Mine was trying to focus on one of the other ones, was able to get that pick off.
Ketsu eating a huge uppercut from the greatsword there. We hear the chainsaw coming out. Ketsu, look at this. Dashes out and then jumps back in. Trying to get a pot off here.
The shadow thickens.
Rose looking for Ketsu. Rave, please, trying to parry, sorry, not parry, blue charge into the...
Ooh, big hits to Ketsu. Big hits to Ketsu from Rose, and it looks like there's the chase.
Look at this movement from Ketsu, though. This is where he excels, right? Look at how he moves across this battlefield.
The movement here, even with him.
Oh!
Wow.
Huge hits. He is going to opt to ult here to reset the teleport and keep moving. Ketsu has the ability to teleport back to where he teleported to from as well. He's on to Yuppie here. He's taking a lot of damage. He really needs to find a place to get a pot off. Option to teleport not available anymore. Huge hits coming out from Rose, trying to get onto Ketsu. Look at this movement, though.
Wow. Ketsu is doing an incredible job moving as much as possible and trying to not get damaged.
Look at this. In the middle of this fight, he's finding a place to pot up. Players all around, and the cojones on this man.
Rose is low right now. Rose is actually very dangerously low.
Also very low. Verse chasing, Rose chasing as well. Jaxie coming in here, looking to find Will 1v1. Trying to get that scale rush off if he can. That full blue charge scale rush, if you charge it out, does so much damage. Ooh, onto and misses the chainsaw, but catches him from behind. Player 23 in a terrible situation here. We're going to see the TP come out. Jackson can't chase it. A verse will get on. Oh, he's on top of player 23. Cancels the pot out of his hand.
Jaxie has to fight that.
Secure this kill.
Jaxie has to go secure that. He knows it. He knows that they're low. He has to go get that. There goes the beautiful defense in the block.
Shadow will soon spread.
what crazy action. These players, one tickle away from death constantly, and everybody with the wherewithal just to turn around and grab these final hits and pick up these huge kills.
And look at this, 7 people alive in this small circle. This is a lot different from the last time that we saw this. Meanwhile, there was like 15 to 20 players still alive in this small circle the last time that we had this. So now more people have definitely become way more aggressive. And as of right now, we are watching 7 of the best players go at it right now. We have Ketsu, we have Averse, we have Jaxi. Who is taking top 3?
It's going to be crazy to see where these boys end up. And we still don't even know who has how many kills. The leaderboards for this is going to be where it comes down to. Those kills are going to be so important for these players. But these players still want to win this game. They want to show that they don't deserve to be here. Look at Ketsu just moving up this tree, not giving him a target to catch that bow shot. Look at it, constantly avoiding these attacks by just this tiniest margin.
The very smallest of margin here. Jaxi is
look
getting
at
absolutely
Jaxi.
damaged by Ketsu. And here comes the ultimate. Beautiful timing to do it, because even if they hit somebody, they still have a chance of downing somebody. Are they successful in getting somebody? Will got hit by that one. I witnessed that one go down.
Jaxi, one hit away, and he goes down to Will 1v1.
Absolutely insane. Outverse with the arrows is able to back off and get away from that heavy sword. Rose up top trying to see if they can get some picks here. It's now 2 golds. Averse is able to push Rose out of circle.
It was Ketsu with no health still.
The circle is madness right now.
Everywhere. Ketsu literally 1 hit away from dead here.
Oh, and he goes down to Rave. And then Rave also picks up Will 1v1. Rave here picking up huge kills. This is going to be huge for him in this final circle. If he can pick up Naveen here, it's massive for him. But Rave is going to get knocked in the circle by Rose. Rave trying to get away using the circle.
Oh,
Rose!
Rose!
With a great sword.
Rose doing absolute madness. It is now Rose versus Averse, 2 of the best players in Naraka Blade Point going at it. We have a heavy sword versus a long sword. Let's see who has the better damage. Let's see who has the better sword and who knows how to play this game the best of the best. This is an insane small circle. Like I said, it's a 1v1 situation. Arrows get flung out by Averse. Goes the long sword. Averse is dangerous to go. And there's the parry!
This is massive for Averse. Averse trying to find that second parry. Rose not giving him the opportunity. Oh, into it. No, but Rose is going to catch a huge uppercut, knocking Averse right out and claiming the top spot for this match.
Rose came to play. 8 kills! What did I say? 8 kills! What did I say? Somebody's dropping 8 kills first game, and Rose came to prove something. And today they said I am the best. And Morus Club Season 2, I came to play. Do not tempt me. I am here. Rose, that's what I'm talking about with 24,000 damage. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Gentlemen, I couldn't tell if this was the grand finals or not based on your excitement from that match, but Dobby, I think you got the point across there. Very exciting finish, and Rose, wow, what a match. What a way for that first game to come to its conclusion. I won't lie, I was mesmerized by Ketsu's movement. I could not believe the first 2, maybe 3 times he got away, but there was no repair. We were talking about being in the worst possible situation that you could get to. But just what a great job that they all did of bringing it to that down to the wire. How was it that Rose ended up on top, Runekeeper?
Like, Rose controlled the space in the end. That's what it's all about. The greatsword has been counted out for so long in solos. Its consistency is starting to come back. People are realizing the mix-ups that it has. He saw that. He's sitting on that greatsword. He's constantly up there. I don't know if you noticed this. When he's sitting up top on that little peak, that little straw roof, that was the only high ground left. Not only was he bowing people, but people would jump up after him, and he would hot swap to the greatsword and turn and just get that stone form in real quick and just be like, look, get out of my space. This is mine. I've claimed it. I need you to get out of here with that crap.
Yeah, doing a great job protecting one's personal space, a key to success in Naraka Blade Point. I do believe we have the standings ready after our first solo today. So let's see, gentlemen, how many points. We talked about Rose having a good game. 8 kills and that multiplier means that they are quite comfortably ahead of the rest of the pack, Dobby.
16.8 points for Rose. Almost half the digit out of number 2 from Averse. And Averse put up an insane amount of damage numbers, was able to pick up 4 kills, still holding their own, even with a second place finish. It's absolutely amazing. Averse definitely feels really good going into game number 2. I know he feels good going into that next circle, and I know Rose feels incredible after what we just witnessed, because Rose was hot. She was not playing. She came to play.
That's right, and we'll see if anybody can topple them in their quest to secure victory in our solos. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a short break. When we return, Game 2 of solos for the Morus Cup Season 2 Finals.
They'll never see me coming. Great. I love this part. I've already forgotten my name.
Huh? What? Why are you attacking?
Not the first, not the last.
We're on this one, right?
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Naraka Blade Point Morris Cup Season 2 Grand Finals. I'm Nathanius. I'm joined by Odin and Runekeeper as we are going to be getting into our second solo match of the evening in just a few. But it is, it would be a shame to not give another tip of the cap towards the victor of our first round. Odin, what did you make of that run Rose had, getting through and having almost double points over second place?
I was sitting in the green room watching that the whole time and just keeping an eye on chat. I saw the cries of the death of Ketsu, and I know Ketsu's probably going to be out for blood for this game after Rose stole so many kills so effectively. The change of format made everything all about the kills, so now you got to get in there, and everybody's like a vulture now. They're just circling, waiting to jump in on these third parties, and that's why we saw like 15 people converging all on the same point as that final circle was coming in, and it just went insane. Rose is going to be feeling good, but we've talked about this a lot of times. You can't get lazy. You can't get complacent.
No, you absolutely can't. And I think Runekeeper, considering the, how much hype Ketsu had coming into this, we talked about the movement, his ability to stay alive. It was great, but unable to pick up the kills, perhaps stolen, as you were saying, Odin.
Look, Ketsu's got to be feeling the pressure right now. He came out and he performed, right? He set up some amazing kills and was just unable to get that last little tick. Rose just sliding in. It's like blood in the water. They're sharks, man. We watched it time and time again this first match. It was the camera. We got two players. We don't see anybody else. But the second one of those players would get low, like 5 more players were there. Blood
Gotta keep
in
an
the
eye on
water.
that mini-map. Right up in the circle, you just see all these little, it's like a radar. It's the blips on the radar. Beep, beep, beep. All of a sudden they come in.
They say a Naraka Blade Point expert can smell blood from 2 or 3 blocks on the mini-map away. Dangerous to find yourself weak when Rose is nearby. So what does this mean for Ketsu then? It just has to go just even harder than before? Is that possible? What's the play for Rose then?
You gotta make sure you get those kills. You can't let people slip away. It's always one hit too.
No,
and Ketsu loves the dagger. We all know what it's like using the dagger. It is hard to get that last hit.
That last little tick sometimes it'll just completely slip you up. But I mean, Ketsu's got to come out this game, and from the gate, regardless of whether he picks up the dagger and he's comfortable with it or not, he's got a hot drop. He's got to be in like Celestra at the very least.
Right from the start.
And he needs to win Celestra, right? He can still come back from this. If he can go to Celestra and win those early fights and walk away with 6 kills, and then get to that final zone with 6 kills under his belt, and then even make it to top 2 or 3 and pick up a ton of those kills in that little arena, he could find himself riding the train up there with all of them.
If anybody could do it.
No, if anybody
Ketsu.
can do it, it's Ketsu.
So we actually missed this, and this is a quick little tidbit for you guys that we wanted to talk about. We missed this just because the cameras happened to hop around in the last Trios game last week. Ketsu pulled off the unthinkable, winning a 3v1. Now, this isn't a 3v1 in some random's lobby. This is a 3v1 versus the best players that earned their spot to be here in Morus Cup, playing for all this money. He pulled all that off.
You don't see that. You don't see a solo player engage the 3 players in competitive and win that fight. But he wins that fight last week.
He's insane. He's insane. He's built different.
He's just built different.
Just built different. I love that. And we'll have to see. I mean, Ketsu's going to need to win more than just a 1 versus 3 to turn things around for himself, ladies and gentlemen, as I do believe our second solo game is just about ready to get underway. So buckle up, and hopefully we'll be able to see some of our top players able to make a little bit more of a step through as we get ready to kick this one off. But I'll hand it over to you, gentlemen. Good luck and have fun.
Look, all right, we also can't forget that there's 3 rounds this time, not 2, right? So even if Ketsu...
Changes things a little bit.
Yeah, it changes things quite a bit, honestly, because even if Ketsu only has an okay game this time around, he can come back and dominate in the 3rd round, or if he dominates this round and has an okay round in the 3rd round, he can still make a huge comeback here.
Yeah, we're pulling over here onto Saiken, who was popping that ominous blade. Something that's become a bit synonymous with solos and Yoda-Ime is that tactic of just dipping in the hill. No action just yet, although actually Jotabo picking up a kill already onto Rizzo. We've got 2 players out at the
No strat here, chasing Rose down, by the way. This is very important.
Rose, though, catches the huge uppercut from the greatsword there. Does no straight fate. He does fight this. And Rose is going to pick up a kill onto that. That could have been extremely bad for Rose.
This early? Goddess Waifu in some trouble now. Looking to threaten with the blue focus. Just trying to get McFlurry to guess a little bit, give him some space. Gets the gold focus connection. Nice follow-up. Goes into the dagger combo. Oh, are we going to see the
dodge? McFlurry goes down this early to Godless Waifu.
That was so close. We almost saw the very difficult to pull off Valdekui Infinite. It was in the making there.
Did you see how fast that he was able to dagger dash as the Valdekui jumped backwards and threw those bubbles out, avoiding being caught up in those bubbles entirely?
Yeah, it's like he was waiting for it. He was ready, and he knew that there was basically no option left. He had to use that button to escape the combo, or he was dead. So, kind of a checkmate situation, and that's where you want to be when you take these fights.
Absolutely. Speaking
Speaking of checkmate situations, SlyJ on white armor, white weapon, getting chased down by Ace over here, who's got a blue spear and a purple armor, not where you want to be.
SlyJ, though, with a huge jump right-click coming out, but is going to lose all their armor. SlyJ only rocking the white armor, though, in a bad situation. Throws the umbrella out here, has the option to teleport back, gets the shield pot off, and the TP back for a full reset. An extremely smart play by SlyJ there.
Yeah, I mean, you know as a player, you got to chase her down. You can't just let her walk away, because if you do, she's just going to disappear in the other direction. You can wait by the umbrella, but either way, basically Kurumi's guaranteed a reset, which SlyJ has got to be looking for any resets he can get with this equipment on board. Ace is trying to take advantage of this big disparity here, knowing that he's only got a white armor. A couple clicks from a blue greatsword is going to do it for him. If he can connect with that grapple left-click combo into the guaranteed follow-up, that might be it for SlyJ.
Yo, look, Ace here, unable to find SlyJ. SlyJ comes out of nowhere, though.
The shadow will
But
surely
will somebody die before these two run out of grapples? Or are they just going to respect, the
Rose
third party
shows
coming
up,
in?
though.
Waiting too long to finish that kill. All these sharks showing up.
Ooh, Crow, though, gets the parries onto Ace into the katana juggle, trying to get the spear out, but Crow, oh my god, and is going to pick up the kill onto Ace.
It looked like for a second there, SlyJ was coming in to take that. I thought he got it, but Crows gets the kill. Theophiles over here.
shadow thickens.
Just dodging out of the way to get up top into the trees, get some heals off. Going back over here where Crows is now trying to pick off SlyJ. SlyJ answers back with the grapple parry. That was so nice. But Crows
coming out. Sly getting caught at the max distance on that. It's got to feel so bad. Crow's is going to get the full reset. And SlyJ back in that situation where he's the white armor into the purple. SlyJ picking up the armor there, though, off the body. Gets the heal out from the ultimate there. It's going to start getting armor back. On to Crows. Crows getting the blue charge, though, into the knock-up aerial. SlyJ, though, still healing. Gets some of that armor back up. It's a whole different ball game now that SlyJ's got some armor to take this fight.
They got to get moving, though. I mean, look at where they are. They're basically just at the starting island. They're basically the warm-up spot, so it's unlikely that anybody's going to roll up on them. But, I mean, Crows found them while they were fighting, so it's anybody's guess. You know, Nivon over here, we see so many fights breaking out on the right side there, checking out the feed. Nivon trying to chase down Ketsu, but, man, Ketsu's... After last game, there's no way Ketsu's going to let himself go out like this. Disappearing into the distance, putting some space in between him and his opponent, and now Daldir in the middle. Ketsu's going to get away here.
Ketsu needs to be playing aggressive here, trying to pick some fights, but Naveen's going to find him with a huge greatsword uppercut. Ketsu not going to be able to take this fight, needs to find the reset now.
Lucky break for him. Nivon gets caught on the lip of the house there, right at the edge of the roof, using that left click, trying to get over, but the grapple was just a little miscalculated. That's the that breather that Ketsu needed to get out of there. And Nivon, though, man, not letting Ketsu just get away for free.
No, not at all there, but huge. If you give Ketsu even a second to breathe.
Dude, does a verse just spawn with gold armor? Why is it every time I look at this guy, he's got a gold armor? A verse, whatever your runes are, you got to tell me. If you're running luck, let me know what the magic formula is, because I've never seen this man go a game without a gold armor and a gold katana. He's got to pick one up when he gets to the top of this cliff.
Yeah, gold katana inbound here, 100%.
He does have that staple bow, as we always see him. He loves getting those bow swaps. Although, it got him in a lot of trouble in the last circle. He actually lost the fight, I think, because he didn't press the advantage when he had it. He pulled out the bow. Oh, whoa.
Milk
turning around on a
Huge combo into the air. What a comeback from Milski.
Are you kidding me? We picked that up at the last second. It looked like he was trying to dip away to heal. He basically faked his opponent out and came back instantly with the gold focus combo. That was insane. I mean, all it takes is one hit.
You can never count these players out. Even with one tick of HP, you get caught into a full combo, knocked into an aerial, and all of a sudden a fight that was yours to win is gone, and you were either dead or in a very bad place. Avocado here, strong under relay, misses the parry though.
Not gonna fall for that. Wait a second. What is there? They're just daring each other to let it rip, and neither one of them is even willing to throw out a parry. What is this? It's too many layers to this mind game. Real taking the TP, Silent Flutter into the unseen wings, just getting out of there. Piecing out.
Avocado trying to get up top, trying to not let them get away and pot up here.
Yeah, although we can see the health bar from the spectator point, Avocado definitely lost the health bar a while ago. Even if you're running the glyphs that give you the extended health bar time, you do lose track of him. Although he kind of, I guess Real was a little predictable with his movement as Avocado was able to stay on his tail despite having no footprints to follow.
Real catching a full blue charge there from Katana, but with only a great Katana, not doing a lot to Avocado there. He gets the stone form too. Real is reeling right now as Avocado chases this down. Look at the wherewithal to know that he just jumped up here, chasing him down into the house here. Avocado does not want to let this kill go. Again, that white Katana getting the full blue charge, but it's not really going to do a lot of damage to Avocado here.
Really Woo's making the most out of what little life he's got left, though. Really putting pressure on Avocado. This is what you need to do as a defender. When someone's chasing you down, you need to constantly be threatening with those focus attacks so that your opponent, as they're attacking, they have to guess if you're actually going to let that rip. And he's doing a great job of dipping in and out. Avocado is having a hard time pinning him down, but maybe one more hit's going to do it. Again, he goes for that dash right click, trying to get something
parry,
started.
but he doesn't get the punish because he knocks him off of the building.
So unfortunate. He could have gotten the ground slam, I think, but it wouldn't have been enough to finish him off.
Both of them daring each other to throw that blue charge.
Avocado just going ahead and reset up there. Got to be careful because that third party is going to come in at any moment. They've been taking this fight for way too long now.
Into the stone form, onto one of the other, and he lets it rip on the real life.
The second half of it missed. He lived.
Ooh, into the spin over the top of it, and
Guaranteed.
Avocado is going to pick up on relay.
That's huge. Mime, okay, Mime last game watching the chaos unfold around Mime while he just tried to find any gap to repair his weapon to heal. He ran out of repair kits.
Yeah.
I think he got a kill with the broken dagger, if I remember correctly.
I had fan favorite here. We get to see the water wheel go down. We're going to be watching that kill feed to see if anybody gets taken out.
Mime has got to be the most... Ooh, whoa, Nevon catching the Vajra transformation there from Santana. He went into the full uppercut combo, but the Bell saving Santana. One of the good things about Monk is you can get out of those combos that most characters cannot if you're using the interruptible Bell. But oh, Santana's not going to get out for free. Mime coming in to break things up. He kills Mime with the Enigma and gets the stun on Nevon. The short stun there. Nevon turning around with the charge right click. But he's getting caught into the gold focus from Ketsu. This is huge for Ketsu. If he can get both these kills, it's going to be amazing for him.
Does Ketsu get there's no way he lets Nevon get away after that huge uppercut he hit him with earlier, right?
Ooh, Nevon's got that slippery Matari movement. The one thing she is very good at is escaping these unescapable situations. It's not looking like Ketsu even knows where he went. The invis is hard to keep track of when you're moving through those buildings. It's just, even if you're predictable with your movement, it's just, man. Not only that, but he was thinking about where Mime was going. Probably got a little bit of that split brain action going on, trying to figure out which one of those two targets was more important. On the feed, though, Avocado picking up a kill onto King.
Hey, Ketsu here just moving around Celestra. And like I said, he needs to drop in Celestra just like he did here. And he needs to pick up some of these kills onto Mime.
The fated battle of legends. Mime and Jaxi, the two most memed on people in the chat. Because people love them, but they're sick of hearing about them because they're everywhere. And they're everywhere for a reason.
You know, look, when Ketsu started, too, Mime was his idol, right? Season 1, Ketsu saw he was in the same lobby as Mime. He told me himself, he said, look, I locked up, I saw Mime's name, I wasn't prepared to be in that lobby. Now he sees Mime and he just goes for it.
Reverse getting juggled there. Got to be careful. There is another player hanging out in the temple there. Mad City Mike just chilling out there, waiting for his opportunity to maybe break it up. But instead, maybe some sixth sense from Reverse there. Just decides to dip out. No follow-up from the person that was attacking him either.
T-Dark B over here fighting Ketsu Reverse, using some of that movement here to just get away.
So we're still on the countdown time. We're trying to figure out when Averse is going to pick up his gold katana. T-Dark, no armor, trying to chase Ketsu down with the musket, looking for a single shot. If it's a headshot, it'll finish him off. Ketsu's got to be careful. Zigzag, Ketsu.
Gets out here again. The movement, just look at how much distance. He's got so much distance. T-Dark can't even grapple him again.
I love this.
Yeah, T-Dark doesn't look like he's using grapple speed or distance glyphs by the looks of it, because he's not able to keep up with Ketsu, despite the fact that they're both Atari players.
Kuka just hiding out in the bush over here, by the way. We hear the ballista ripping, too,
All right, look
in
at
the
the
background.
map. Look at the map. This is what we're talking about. We see right now the blips on the radar. All these little dots are coming in because everybody's looking for a piece of the action. They're just surveying from afar, trying to check out any of these players low. They look like they're on the run. How do I get in there? Maybe steal one of these kills, get myself some points.
Mime trying to find something onto Averse here, using that dagger to get that better movement. Does catch Averse here. Oh, look at that. The shift air dodge as quick as possible. Mime hitting him with the Viper Copium there, but is going to opt for the reset.
He does have the silence enigma, so he's going to keep Averse from escaping for free. But Averse
Into the
would
air.
have to take the reset and maybe re-engage, but maybe going to regret it. Mime hit him with the silence enigma again. How is he going to get out of this one? Averse is in a lot of trouble. Never mind. He got himself some flight with that grapple, but Mime right back on top of him.
Mime in a hugely good place here. If he can stay on top of Averse, follow him out of the circle. Yeah, look at this. Averse just trying to hug the circle as much as possible. 8 grapples left to his name, just moving.
Oops. Someone's angry at me.
Mime comes in onto
Not
him.
letting this one go. You know, you can't see everybody's names, and the skins are disabled in tournament to make sure that nobody plays dirty. But Mime, I feel like Mime knows this is Averse. He sees the bow and the katana, he's like, you're not getting away from me. We're putting this one to the end right now.
You see Matari with gold armor, you have to assume it's
Yeah,
Averse anyway.
If you see a gold armor, you know Averse is somehow involved.
Look, Mime is still looking for this kill onto Averse. Mime not willing to let it go, knows how important
It's
these kill
going to get
points
dangerous,
are.
though, because this is where Mime was last time, and before he knew it, he picked up a couple kills, but at the cost of going out way earlier than he would have if he had just backed off. He got a little too hungry. I think he learned his lesson, though, because he's just kind of tailing Averse right now, not getting himself in the middle of everything. This is really good rotation from him, but look at this. Saber right behind him as well, looking to follow up on him.
Onto Averse, again, he does not want to let this go. He
wants
wants
that
this
gold
gold armor. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Mime's still rocking blue armor right now. He knows if he gets in here, he gets that gold armor. It's a huge upgrade for him. Look at this movement. He uses the forward momentum of starting that blue charge to slide off the roof and try to get that charge into the dagger dash. Averse, of course, hitting the grapple, getting out. A bad place right now to be a Matari player. All these trees here, but none of them actually grappleable. So you have to use your teleport to escape, and then you've got no place else to go when you're in the wide open like this.
Yeah, all these tiny trees. You can't jump on them. You can't climb. You can't grapple. You can't do anything. It's hard to move around. Sometimes you rely on those grapples. You get tricked out at the last second. But these players, they know the difference between what they can and can't grapple. They are familiar after the 1,000+ hours that we've seen them go at it again and again against each other. We're just seeing the level of play, honestly, just non-stop climbing to new heights as these players push each other. And look, this is actually a sight you don't see very often. There's a little bit of a bow duel. With this, I actually like this. This reminds me of the old beta days when we actually had ranged fights.
Yeah, right? You get out here, you throw a little bit of bows instead of you bow somebody and they turn around and instantly grapple you, right? But I mean, look at this. The bow shots coming in from Mime, too. Everybody just trying to kind of play it safe.
I like it. I like seeing this. There's actually what I was thinking about when I was watching the previous game was there's not a lot of use of the ranged weapons. We saw K-Taco going nuts with that gold pistol. He was actually putting in a lot of work with that, but not a lot of ranged weapons. And now seeing a little bit more bows. People, look, I mean, we're at 23 players left alive. It was about 5 minutes ago, we had 29 players left alive. Not much has been happening, despite the fact that people are just chasing you around each other like mad.
Well, we're kind of in that zone right now, right, where every fight is a potential third party. And with as hard as people were playing last round to get those third parties to come in, like I said, blood in the water, right? They were all over it. It's hard right now to commit to anything. Ding Dong Dork here.
Full focus. He's
Huge
plunging from
gold
death,
focus
though.
for them.
And he
The
gets
parry
parried.
comes
That's
up with
it
the
for
great
him.
sword. There's nothing you can do into that. As soon as the great sword parries you, you've got no armor there, you can just go ahead and sign your death warrant.
Press that Alt F4. Let him know you're salty about it. We got this number 56, Tarka, looking to follow up on any of these kills. Does eat an arrow to the chest while charging up in the middle of nowhere for some reason. I think that was an attempt at a focus dash. Trago in the background dancing around that ominous blade, looking to get a pickup. Avocado and Averse, both in close proximity to one another with a few other players. We see Daldir on the radar there as well.
Syken here coming in, getting it picked up in the air by player 20 here, and then backing off, opting for the reset. Again, we're in this stage where these players are playing footsie, right? You're going in, you're not even really trying to commit to these fights, right? You're trying to waste players' resources so that when you get to that final zone where you're forced to fight non-stop, those players don't have the resources to respond to losing their armor, to having to repair their weapons, right?
Look at Trago here. He just dodged out of the 2-pick combo there. That little adjustment that was made a while ago does put a tiny window there. It is very small, but you can get out of it. Trago turning around and punishing huge for this.
Look at this.
Gigma was popping off that short stun ult there. Oh, Trago in a little bit of trouble, though. Answers back. This is good defensive play from Gigma. He noticed that Trago was just pure offensive, wasn't looking for any options. Now Trago is aware of it. Look at that. He came up with the parry. They're both going to back off each other.
Look, Trago here, too, playing out of his comfort zone, right? Every single time you're in Trago's stream or you're watching him, he's running Katana. Opting to run the spear here, I'm not sure if he just didn't get the loot he was looking for or if he's got a new strategy developed with the spear. But the way he was moving and, like you said, dodging just out of that longsword, that toothpick combo, maybe he's busting out something a little secret here for us.
Hey, I mean, it's hard to say no to any purple weapon if you're on a poor economy. You see a purple, you take it. Doesn't matter what it is. Because every purple weapon can be good. You get a good combo. It does a lot of damage. But Trago, you know, one of the things I do like about Spear is that it's really strong in trios. Because if you get that third party with the gold focus from Neja's Might, you're guaranteed to do a ton of damage and maybe get a kill. But Trago's in a lot of trouble. Not guaranteed to get anything if he doesn't get out of this one.
Oh, no!
Stabbed in the back by the gold katana. Averse is going to be hunting this guy down in about 2 seconds.
Great. Milski here onto Saber. Saber, again, talking about that Tarka F, the F1 that everybody counted out, thought was so bad when we first saw it. And Saber is going to claim Milski, too. Again, the mix-ups that are available with that parry onto Tarka, players don't expect to coming out. Most players are expecting the fireball, but when you throw that little mix-up in, you're able to get that elbow in. Ray's catching a huge shot onto Saber here.
For Saber, actually, because the zone is now cutting heal, so he's got to be careful not to be out there.
On you. Look at all these players just stopping each other. Rose does pick it up.
So slick. Rose just dashed through there. That looked so clean. That was some anime stuff.
This is exactly what we saw from Rose last game, right? He would see these fights, he smelled the blood in the water, and he would slide right in, get the kill, slide right out.
That's what you need to be able to do in solos, and not even just necessarily the format that we're playing on. Just in general, you want to pick up those kills, get rid of those players, potentially come back, loot those bodies. I mean,
you want to be able to commit in a way where you can slide in, commit to your combo, guarantee the kill if you can, and then get right back out of the fight again. And that's Rose is excelling at that right now.
All right, we're down to 14 players left alive, which is a little bit more than what we saw in the last game when we got to this circle. But again, due to this new format, this is a lot less players than what we're used to seeing in these circles. But now, look, actually, this is really surprising. Not many people holding their space back in the distance, not really standing up on the hill trying to take shots, anything. Look at how quickly everybody collapsed onto these fights looking for a third party. But a lot of people just backed off, too.
No, these players know what it's about, right? Again, like I said, we've been seeing this a lot, right? Two players duking at it, and as soon as one of them gets low, the Sharks descend on it. And they know that if they're going to try to go hold those spaces like we've seen time and time again, if they're holding that space, they're not in that fight. They're not in the position to be able to slide in and try to pick up that kill for those points, which are so huge.
You want to be close to the action, but not too close that you get wrapped up on it. You don't want that cartoon cloud coming by with the fists and the bats coming around and picking you up. You don't need any of that. You just mind your own business, wait for something good to show up. Opportunistic gameplay is kind of the name of the game down here. You got to hold your own position and make sure that nobody steps into your space. You don't want somebody coming in there and picking a fight with you. You go, hey, bro, come on, back off. I don't want somebody else coming up in here and interrupting what we're doing. Just you stay over there. I'll stay in my lane.
Like 11 players left. Nobody really
went down the slide, JD. You see that?
Attacking.
Daldir, the fan favorite. Let's get some Daldir pogs in chat. I know everybody's sad to see him go.
Sly J here, by the way. You know, a relatively new player when you start talking about the competitive scene, right? He's been in the competitive scene, but he hasn't, you know, come out and really, like, had a huge showing. But in this season, he's just been constantly playing a really consistent game. Yeah, Rose picking up a kill over there. Again, Sly J, look at this with the full reset. By the way, playing Kurumi in solos, who specifically was nerfed in solos, and Sly J says, I don't care. That's still my girl. I'm going to come out here and show you how good Kurumi can be at solo.
Sly J showed us earlier why Kurumi is still good. The teleport back to the umbrella, it's like a mini Matari. And then you also have Sacred Circle so that you can take those stand your ground fights. You can say, hey, listen, you're not coming over here. I got my heal circle. You can't win this fight, back off. It's good when it comes down to these final zones. You have that jump back to the umbrella. You force people to chase you. They have to either destroy the umbrella and then chase you while you make all that distance. It's a checkmate situation. So Sly J is really using that to his advantage. That's why he's still here, alive at the end of the zone with only 10 players left alive.
Absolutely. And, you know, you're able to use it to pick up some great kills in this situation too, right? Because you throw the umbrella out, they chase you down, you teleport back to the umbrella. Now that person has put themselves in a situation where the third party shows up, they're fighting them, and then Sly J can just heal up, reset, and slide right in and pick up those kills, which he's done time and time again this match. Oregon,
Parry from Rose with the right click into the jump. Right click, that was huge from Rose. Argan popped the ult, looked super confident, but he went for the charge up and Rose was ready. Did not catch him asleep at the wheel.
Sly J trying to come in, he accidentally catches the corner of the ult and says I gotta reset. T-Dark, he though getting knocked over by Avocado, and Avocado will claim that kill.
The gold katana. Where's the verse? I know he's over there. I saw his name. He's still looking for that gold katana.
Absolutely. Look at Avocado, by the way. Look at the movement he's got with the greatsword here.
This is good. I mean, he's just the thing about approaching a greatsword is if you guess wrong, it hurts real bad. So of course, you know, you see him charging the blue, you're like, all right, I'm gonna dash up and parry him, or I'm gonna threaten the dash up. It's good because you can sort of force them to do something.
Look at Abst here, holding the Tarka parry, waiting for a verse.
Did you see what a verse did there though? He charged the full thing up, and then he canceled and started charging again, waiting for the Tarka player to cancel his parry. That was super smart from Reverse, and he almost picked it up, but he kind of looked like he doubted himself at the last second there. Now chasing him down.
Ooh.
Blackout comes out.
Reverse, we're going to see the juggle come out from Abst, but Abst almost eating it.
Oh,
the
no,
juggle onto Averse, but Averse gets away from it. He's trying to find it onto Sly J too, but Sly J just throws his ult down and says, get out of here with that.
That was smart from ASPT. Oh, he does get picked up with Rose again. Rose unstoppable. Rose just keeps sliding in with these kills on the greatsword. He keeps using that sliding left click to just catch people from so far away. It's got a huge range.
It's got so much momentum.
Averse takes out Rose though with 2 kills now on Averse.
I love this.
Another ultimate coming out for Tarka, burning up all the players in the circle. He's literally just using this to put the dot on everybody.
Psyching
up his own.
Sly J, look at this. His umbrella in the middle. Anytime he can just teleport there safely.
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, though, because he can quickly become focused.
Who just knocked
takes out
Sly
J, though, before he can teleport back. He caught him with a dash right-click into the combo. That's going to be it. We're down to 4 players left alive, one of them dangerously low. Averse looking to pick up the kill here. Just trying to find that charge right-click. Gets caught in the combo. Goes for the cancel again, but he can't do anything. He has to back off and let the
Psykin, though, with a huge uppercut, knocking him into the zone. Averse knows he needs to pick up these kills here so he can catch back up to Rose. Doesn't matter if he finishes first, but if he only gets 2 kills, Rose is still going to hold a significant lead over.
Psykin's looking really good right now. Avocado gets the right click into the left. Sorry, the left click into the right click. Avocado hopes to get another kill here. If he can connect with anything onto Averse, it's going to do it. He's 1 tick. He does pick it up. Avocado versus Psykin. Psykin does not have the ominous blade off cooldown. We saw it spinning just a moment ago, and Psykin is dangerously low. This is huge for Avocado if he can get 1 more hit. That's it. He does it. He gets the combo. Avocado goes out. Avocado gets the kill on a Psykin out in his zone. That was amazing.
Avocado with 9 kills.
9 kills on Avocado.
This is exactly what we were talking about. It doesn't matter how many times.
I know you're back there watching this.
He's got. I'm sure fist pumping up. We've got the stream in the green room as well for whoever's chilling. I'm sure an exciting moment for him. And 9 kills. But we talk about it. I mean, it's not just that many points, but you're getting a whole lot more for finishing first with that too, Rune.
Yeah, look at this, by the way. I mean, Rose out in 6, but 9 kills as well. 2 players killing 18. 2 players killing a third of the lobby.
What game are we playing?
Look, Rose.
Who are these people?
Rose right now he's like a ballerina, right? He's just kind of pirouetting in with that greatsword slide with the left click. He sees somebody low and it's a drive-by. He's just like, look, I'm gonna slide in, I'm gonna pick this kill up, and then he's gone again. He's just gone.
Every time he does just slide, he comes in there like a thief in the night, just takes him out with beautiful precision, picking himself up a kill. How many times did you see Rose we just watched him go in, go out, and say, all right, I'll see you later?
Played the outside of the circle really well. And also, what ended up being really cool, the Karumi play that you were talking about, just, when you see it in certain games, right, there's always the character that's like, oh, this is more support. I'm supposed to help other people. Maybe she's better in 3s, but you really got to see the use of that, especially in those later circles of buying time, creating that space. It's nice to get the variety in, Odin.
Just supporting herself is what she was doing.
Oh.
Self-care, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Morus Cup season finals.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
To a couple of kills and top place. Well, not top place, but
Close.
Well, that does put us in a kind of interesting place as we wait for the leaderboards, gentlemen. I mean, we know that Rose crushed it on the first game, and even though didn't maybe have the highest placement in our second game, you guys mentioned it, she had a ton of kills. So the potential there for holding on to first seems strong, but definitely has a big competitor now in Avocado.
There's no way that Rose isn't still top with 9 kills, even though the multi isn't as high, being down there in what place was it? Like 9th, 10th place.
Yeah,
it's. You're not getting those crazy 1.6 or 1.5, 1.4 multipliers, but you're still getting a lot of points for 9 kills. It's at least 9 points. And not to mention, they had 8 kills in first place in the previous game. That's so many points. Are you kidding me? There's no way that anybody's knocking them off this game. But Avocado.
I'm not gonna jinx it. Every time we've looked at a player or a team and we've said there's no way that they get knocked off the leaderboard and they don't make it. It's like it's the caster curse, right? Every time we've said it, they've been knocked out of the top 3, and I can't do that.
Dark words to invoke the caster curse here, Rune. We do have the updated leaderboards after 2 rounds here of Naraka Blade Point in our solos. There is so much more still to come, but unsurprisingly, Rose sitting up top of 32.3 points. Avocado has certainly carved himself a nice place, but hey, Averse and Raven, well, they're sticking in close, aren't they, Odin?
I mean, listen, 32 points is daunting, but by no means an insurmountable lead. 32 points, unless Rose falls off a cliff and does nothing this game, which we've seen happen before, it totally could. It's going to be really hard to beat that. But if you're in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, you're thinking, all right, if I could just do what I did this game, do it again, there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Look, and we saw it last game, right? At the very start, Rose, no armor, that one hit away, and it could have been Rose out at the very beginning.
That was a very close, very intense fight at the start of the round. I know exactly what you were talking about. Came out on top, and I guess that's why they're in first place so far. We're going to go to a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. When we return, we're going to find out who wins the solos for Naraka Blade Point Morus Cup Season 2.
You're more valuable.
They're hitting me! Stop hitting me.
The shadow begins.
Nothing personal, right? Why am I the only one attacking? No hard feelings, friend. Chug, chug, chug!
Not the first, not the last. I've already forgotten your name. Maybe one of the last
That's the New York
It's
Jets.
Jets.
Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Naraka Blade Point Morris Cup Season 2 Finals. We've had 2 pretty brutal solos matches so far, gentlemen, as we've seen Rose run away with the competition. Can they be stopped? Dobby, tell me, what needs to happen here?
What needs to happen is Rose needs to keep going. That's what they need to do. They don't need to stop. They need to keep going, continue this momentum, and end on a high kill, high point ending. That's what you have to do. You can't start to pull back now. No. Go full throttle now. Let's make it hot.
Everyone else is out here like, we got to put a stop to Rose. Dobby's like,
Nah, keep going.
chaos.
Run, fly like a bird. Remember the butterfly we were talking about? Fly like a butterfly. That's what Rose needs to do. Avocado has been playing amazingly and also seeing a verse. Avocado with an insane display, getting to second place and going, hey, I am here. Y'all saw me put in work last time. It's time for me to put in more work so y'all can see what I'm working with. I'm not done. I'm still here. So I'm excited seeing how those two are playing right now. I think we might see them. I'm excited because here's another thing too. Ketsu has been playing really, really well, but Rose is just coming in and swooping. I think we're gonna see a 1v1. We're gonna see a 1v1 situation between Rose and Ketsu. Ketsu wants some revenge right now. He's feeling it.
I feel a little anime showdown over the cliffs, maybe.
There's some pressure right now.
I feel like you need to, right? You need to try to get something positive to take away. And I think we were talking about this, but Odin, theoretically, I mean, if you pop off hard enough, you do pick up a ton of kills. You can at the very least have a strong finish, even if it's not in that top 3. But we certainly came in with some pretty high expectations for Ketsu this weekend.
Hey, it's not. Listen, Rose is standing atop a pretty steep cliff. It's not insurmountable. Okay, you can put on some rock climbing gear, get up there, and maybe knock Rose down, but it's gonna be pretty hard.
They're going to need to put up some
Very
numbers. They got to put up some numbers, like 100%. They can't hesitate. A lot of people are going to play aggressive. We've said this before. There's been a lot more third parties. There's been a lot more bows. We've seen a lot more, of the aerial shots, cannons. We're seeing a lot more of those come out now because how third party and those extra points in terms of the multiplier, that has really, really made people go, all right, it's time for me to stay focused. Even though I might be 1v1ing people, if there's a person that's low, I need to go get that kill.
You gotta
And
watch
Rose,
you got to constantly be looking out to see who's nearby, because every time we watch this, it's like one person's fighting, 2 people are fighting, third person shows up, and then all of a sudden the outside of that radar just gets lit up and everybody starts closing in on it, even early in the zone, because everybody likes to spawn out all those hot spots, so they know there's going to be action nearby.
Yep.
Rotation from these players is on point.
it really is.
Right. We've got about less than half a minute before Game 3 starts, so I'll ask you: Is there anything else we still want to see out of the solos? Do we need someone going ham with the Flamebringer?
Ooh. You know what I'd like to see? What's the storm? What's the storm?
Are you talking about the Bane's Breath, the charm?
I think we might see a Bane's Breath. I don't know. I don't know about an ending, but I think there's going to be a couple people that might get taken out with the Bane's Breath.
We did see it. We saw K-Taco loaded up with the Bane's Breath earlier. He was looking pretty good. No kills.
I'll take it. I'm all for fire and explosions. That's my thing. I want to see people bringing it out.
I want more parries, baby.
And I just want more flame bringers. Hopefully, they will be bringing the flame as we get ready to go into game number 3. Gentlemen, the floor is yours. The game is ready to start.
Let's make it hot, baby.
Thanks, Nate. All right, listen. We have our top 3. We know who's in charge right now. We know who the strong players are. But I mean, it's anybody's guess who could take second or third place. Rose, if you're not already over 10 points, I don't know if it's even possible unless you kill half of the lobby and win the game, if it's possible to beat Rose at this point. But that second and third place, you still want to get a piece of that pie. That money is still on deck, and some of these guys are pretty close. If they pop off this game,
looks like Rose is already fighting too. Immediately, right off the gate, Jaxie is already about to start fighting as well. Got a blue longsword and a gun as well. Gonna try to see what they can do here. Is unsuccessful in trying to chase. I don't even think they're trying to chase.
No, at this point it's just get out, get some loot. The gold, the green common pile under here that gets looted constantly is already taken there. No luck for Jaxie. He kind of got stuck in. That's the trouble with spawning in that particular spot in Celestia. You get stuck into the gorge, and it takes you a little while to get up top. Everybody else is already looted, and those like first 10 seconds can make the total world of difference.
The one thing I've definitely noticed too, especially from the map, a lot more people are spread out this time.
Yeah.
When we saw the first 2 circles, a lot of people was in like those big areas and was really trying to get like those quick pickups, quick armor, and get going immediately into the fight. Right now, what I'm seeing is a lot more players, a lot more open, spreading themselves out, making sure they get the right gear, making sure they get the right armor. Now, some people in the first 2 rounds was fighting, and Daldir is already low with low HP, no shield. He's gonna try to go for the heal here.
Threatening with that focus. Like we talked about on the defensive side, you got to threaten. Give your opponent the guess when they're coming in for offense to finish it off. Nice use of the movement there to get on top of the tower, checking for an armor swap. He does find a blue armor. He could definitely go turn around and take this fight now if he wants to.
If he's feeling up to it, Daldir has a shot here. He's going to go for the recovery for the health. It goes back to 100 HP. It looks like.
Look at the names that we see out here, though. K-Taco, Daldir's here.
Kuka, I'm seeing Kuka. K-Taco is in the building.
This is going to get messy real quick. Look at all these people. Soul taking out Mino, Averse picking up Damn Bomb in the corner there. The kill feed popping off in the meantime. Look at this. 49 players left alive. We're only like 2 minutes into the game.
Absolutely. I told you, everybody is going to start gunning it now that it's really starting to get close to the wire here. Beautiful block and a parry.
That was
Daldir is down, but it looks like they have time to pick up their spear and leave. What a sudden surprise. Most of the time, whenever you get that type of parry, you usually push in really hard. But he was able to back out of that.
Daldir giving a little window escape there, dashing up. Good movement here, giving his opponent the slip. Although it is very hard to get away from these top-level players. They are right on your tail, hot at all times.
Can I commend these players for their insane amounts of movement? I've learned so much from this movement style and how fast these players are able to maneuver their way through these buildings, through these windows, on top of rooftops. And even when they have nothing to climb on, they're still finding ways to send themselves flying so that way they can Via with a massive downward from that heavy.
We look at it. Poobie picked up a kill. Ski picked up a kill. People are dying left and right. We're down to 45 players already.
Averse is back to battling Theo. I know I saw that in the feed earlier. Looks like they were able to split themselves off and heal.
All these people fighting right now. This is insane. I did not expect this level of aggression.
Mine is in the build. Wow, massive flame.
Is that K-Taco on Tarka G? What?
That's
I've never
different.
seen this man play anything but Tomolk. I didn't know he knew how to play the characters. It's all foreign language to him.
Hey, this is the beauty of this game, though. Sometimes you have to switch it up.
Pocket pick.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do those pocket picks. Sometimes
Did Taco win the game because of this pocket pick?
you never know. It could be the possibility because this is it. This is the final game for solos. You got to pull out all the stops. You got to surprise the people. You never know what is going to happen. Beautiful block. Kuka with amazing blocks. And now we're back on Jotabo with Poobie getting insane hits down and pops out the ult. Jotabo with an insane just going down. And now Poobie is going to try to go for the chase on Jotabo. Goes
a big answer back from Jotabo. Gets the uppercut into the left click. No dodge there from Poobie. He actually could have gotten out of that, but Jotabo catches him. I think he might have expected a focus follow-up, so he was getting ready to parry or something. I'm not sure what was going through his head there, but that's tough. Going out now this early kind of crushes your chances of placing at the top.
That's a GG's right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you know, so at the end of the day, everyone in here is an exceptional player.
Insane.
It could be you at home.
It really could be you at home for next season, for Season 3. But right now, we're in the finals of Season 2 for the Naraka Morus Cup.
Rose.
Theo up top.
Look at that. Again, Rose popping up in the corner with the greatsword. If I had to guess, Rose just snuck in and stole a kill with that sliding left click.
There it is.
Rose constantly using.
Jotabo back into the battle as well. We got Luch battling as well. Vio's going to back out of their fight. Milk looks like they're caught in between a room and a hard place. Going to go for the shield here. There's 2 people up top there that's fighting. Let's see if Milk's going to try to maneuver around and see if maybe they can...
Definitely has, I mean, ult on board, purple dagger, purple armor, feeling pretty good right now. Definitely, you know, they got the tools to escape if things go wrong.
Could make some damage happen if they want to, but it looks like Milk is going to back out of this.
I think the smart thing here with, like, Celestia, it's so hard to tell your surround. Like, it's hard to see some other people in the distance. You know, if you're out in the open, you can see players kind of spectating, waiting for that third person, that third party. Mm-hmm. But if you're in Celestia, you're fighting somebody in house, you're chasing them through buildings and stuff, somebody else could roll up and you never knew they were coming.
And I'll up your pay.
Dark. Beautiful downward. We saw that hit from Jaxi. Doesn't look like it did too much damage. Jaxi with a beautiful comeback.
Yeah, that charge right click putting in so much work for Jaxi right now. The notorious longsword and its energy slashes. Oh, wait a minute. Jaxi taking some shots from the side. Crow's here trying to sneak in for the third party. We're still around Celestra, but not inside. Doesn't matter. That third party is going to come at any moment.
And T-Dark B with the advantage of being able to back out and be able to fully regenerate, heal, and armor.
Definitely huge for him. Ooh, Mime maybe picking up a kill here. Does get the gold focus. Only a white dagger, though. V number popping off that Tarka parry. Going to go ahead and escape. Not completely out of the water yet. Needs to be careful, but this might give him the second he needs. Okay, gets through the window. Mime committing to that gold focus with the drop down. Rune talked about that last game. Sliding off,
right.
Start up, and then landing with it, trying to hope to catch him.
Looks like they have purple shield, but they have a gray dagger, which is very, very tough in these types of situations, especially in a place where a lot of people might have better daggers and better weapons than you. And you have to be careful about that. T-Dark, and there goes the parry! T-Dark B is in trouble! He has nothing! Can T-Dark get out of the situation? And now it's the chase between two of them. Who's going to get the kill? T-Dark's able to back out and dip out of there.
Get out of that. Milkshake picks up Jodobo in the meantime. Sly J down there now looking for his opponent. Both of them lost track to him. T-Dark actually gets out of that. So close. A sliver of HP left. You don't see escapes like that happen often against these kinds of players. It is, I know people are going to say in chat, it's Matari, but man.
To even have 1 HP and be that low and be able to successfully back out shows how incredible these players are, knowing that even in the situation where it looks like it's pretty much over, they still have a chance to back out and
just
be
like
alive.
that situation in that fight, even though we're in the final game and Rose is so clearly at the top, it's not over. Somebody can have that pop-off game, and I believe it. I want to see K-Taco have the Tarka G pocket pick, pop-off game, and I know
I want to see K-Taco have a good game too. I really do.
I know these people are hungry for the money. You got the bragging rights saying that you won that, but you got to share 10 grand on the line here too, and that's always at the back of your mind when you're making these decisions. You're like doing it for the cash. Bringing home the prize.
And that is a lot of money to be able to continue with the destruction of Naraka Blade Point. And not only knowing that, we also have the grand finals as well, which that's even a bigger pot.
Grand on the line. Everybody here is putting in the work to try to get that. Because don't forget, these people, if they, whoever gets to the top 3, they're getting qualified for the finals in December. It's huge. Even if you don't win necessarily, I think it's actually top 8.
Pride GG's is stuck in a caught place here. Parry by Relay. Relay goes for the finish, and just like that, Pride is out of the game. GG's. Beautiful parry.
Crow's in a lot of trouble here, though. Gets shot in the back and gets stuck in the clash. Actually gets picked up by the Enigma from Mime. Sly J also picking up a kill on the T-Dark in the chaos. And look at the radar. All these people converging on this one spot. This is only the close of the first zone. The second shadow hasn't even started spreading yet. And we already see all these people in this one place.
And there is a lot of people, too, that we see. We see K-Taco, we see T-Dark, we see Jaxi, we see Mime, we see V1. There is a lot of well-known players here within this circle that we can see some of the best players get eliminated right now, or they might be smart enough to get out of there.
K-Taco picked up Jaxi while they were in the middle of that fight. Sly J, this is his chance. Sly J doesn't know who this is because there's no way to tell somebody's name in game, but Sly J, if he can take this fight with Rose and win it, that would be huge.
It would be absolutely massive.
Seeing a bit of a disadvantage there with the gear, though, kind of basically all-around upgrades on Rose's hands. Deciding not to jump into it, especially with all those third parties nearby. Sly J does have the double melee weapon, so he's got some mix-up potential on hand here if Rose commits to it. But it looks like he just wants to get away.
Sly J is going to try to do what they can here. Gets up top. Rose is steadily on their behind, absolutely chasing as close as possible. This chase going round and round around this HUD is amazing.
Cue up the Benny Hill music. Oh, Theophilus getting picked up by a first. Huge combo. Okay, our verse doesn't have a gold katana or a gold armor, but he does have a gold longsword.
We're still friends.
Oh, whoa. V1 gets a pickup on the Gigma right there. Gigma was so confident coming down because he saw that he was low, but the charge right click going to do it for him.
What a surprise.
Sly J getting picked up too. Rose already up to 2 kills. This is not looking good if you're in second, third place.
Absolutely insane. Rose is steadily showing right now. Like I said before, they have to do the gas pedal. Grab the wall. They are not stopping. They got to keep going. And I know Rose feels very good picking up those kills, knowing so far ahead of the pack in terms of the standings. All they have to do is stay alive here. And at this point, it looks like it's already it looks like it's already a winner.
Look, this has been, like, I think Rose is basically setting a new precedent, saying the way I'm playing is the meta, because Rose did this not only is doing this in the finals, but all throughout their brackets. Rose had a game where they had like 18 kills in a solo lobby, which is the most we've ever seen in
Insane.
Uzi number looking to pick up the kill on number 22. Def, wow, that was really nice connections there. Read all of the movement there. The jumping right click slash down, gonna finish off the kill. He's got a little bit of time here before he has to worry too much about the zone. The heal cut has not come into play just yet.
Live on a verse right now with a gold longsword, purple crossbow.
Fated battle. The gold katana wielder versus the gold katana.
Let's see what happens here.
Averse wants that gold katana.
Averse wants it, absolutely, because that is it. But also the longsword is also a strong suit too. We've seen Averse using various weapons, but that longsword is definitely Averse's baby, because I've definitely watched him do some insane work with that longsword, and that is his claim to fame. K-Taco's going to go for the fire. Tries to get inside a circle. He knows that there's two people outside. Daldir is trying to get out of there as much as possible. Goes for the armor. And looks like he looks like he's going to still watch and see what's going on here, but he's not going to be too aggressive.
A little great sword surf in there to keep up the pace, staying away from the zone. Does see the fight on his left and actually doesn't opt to turn around for it. I think he realized, you know, they're a little bit too far outside the zone to really be picking that fight right now. He's probably going to just wait until they get a little bit closer, knowing that they're both going to be very weak from their fight against the edge of the zone, looking to pick something up.
Avocado with half shields right now, just trying to see if they can get away from Nebon right now.
Yeah.
Spol's going to try to continue the chase right now, and it looks like it's caught in between the defenses of both. Goes for the beautiful defense on Avocado. Gets hit, no more shield. Here comes the disappearing axe, and now
Greatsword versus Greatsword is insane. You saw that Avocado hit the clash because he went for the focus to go to block the attacks from his opponent, but instead of letting the uppercut go, he just dashed forward.
Tries to go for the purple swap.
He dashed backwards. He didn't throw out the parry. He's like, hold on, you're not going to go into this right now, right? We're just going to back off.
Goes for the purple swap as well. Was able to be successful with the purple swap, even though now they're still low on shield. That purple shield was a big advantage for them. And Avocado goes for the really big play there. Now Neven is half, and they both are going to try to go for some shield regeneration. Looks like they're both able to as well.
We've seen a lot of this defensive style of play where players will run away and focus charge to threaten the approach on the attacker. This more defensive style of play really lends itself to the style and the macro of solos, where you have to be careful about the third party. You can't hard commit, but you can force somebody to chase into you, get low, and then quickly turn around to finish them off instead of sticking in one spot for too long. But
Avocado's
now,
defense is doing really well right now. A lot of blocks right now. He really could be in a really tough situation, but those blocks have really been helping him in the middle of this fight, knowing that there's two people that are on him.
Grapple coming into him. He did a really good job. He did the focus charge to get out of that, but look at this, Spo and Nevon basically ignoring each other, trying to find the kill onto Avocado.
That's because they know that this third party is very, very important right now. And also, it is Avocado.
Avocado gets the parry.
No!
But he's got to be careful. Not going to get a full punish because Nevon is behind him threatening. Nice parry, but not going to get a lot for it. This is tough if you're Avocado. You got to find some way to disengage this fight and lose these two.
The disengaging is very, very important. It's not even fair that they're both on him like that. They're not even focusing on each other. They're more focused on trying to get the free kill pickup. Avocado is caught between a rough place and a rock. He's able to back out, and he's Avocado successful and able to get out of there.
Oh, actually almost picked off Nevon at the end there. You saw Spo come in with the grapple left click, the whirl into the guaranteed follow-up because he was close enough. And Nevon, who was kind of sleeping for a second there, they had like a little bit of a truce while they were looking for Avocado, but Spo took advantage of that, stabbed Nevon in the back. They disengaged, but now this is finally the opportunity that Avocado needed to get away and heal. He's got to be breathing a sigh of relief, realizing now that he has those people off his back. But while we've been watching this insane fight, I don't know if you noticed,
10 people!
Players.
We're down to 10!
How are we down to 10 players? We're not at the fourth zone. Are you kidding?
That happened so fast. That happened so fast. As of right now, we usually would still be around like 20 people. There has been a lot of fighting going down, and there's been a lot of people getting out of here. K-Taka was battling. There is a lot of stuff happening. Rose has gold, purple heavy. Rose is in a beautiful place right now. Top 10. Most likely, they will most likely win for the solos.
You just rubbing your fingers together, thinking about that $5,000 that's about to hit your bank account.
Like, you're just feeling good right now. Like,
That's why he's playing so good. He's feeling himself.
Rose is hot right now. They feel good. They know that they have won. They know that they have a shot. Even with some insane kills right now, a top 5 placement is going to have Rose high up there. GG's
basically
for
just denying
Rose.
other people the ability to get points. At this point, Rose is just bullying.
At this point, just trying to stay alive. And it looks like we have King that's super, super low over there. Looks like I saw that. Avocado's in the middle of fighting.
Ooh, Avocado, who was on the back foot for what felt like an hour straight, is now actually the Predator hunting somebody down, looking for a kill himself. Rose is not far behind, though, trying to snipe this kill out of Avocado's hands. Yvonne gets around the corner, just barely dodging that bow shot.
Just there, just trying to see what's next. KRK Taco gets yeeted out of a window.
Up the old K. Come on, man. I want to see you win this one. Do one for the Tarka G's.
Gets
Do it without the infinite.
gets caught in between it. There goes the ultimate. Flame goes out, and there goes the running. He says, see you later. I am out of here. I need time to heal. Low on health, low on HP. Can they successfully get out of the? Can they successfully get out of here though? Goes for the armor gen. Was able to get it before they actually ended up getting swooped by number 8. Goes for another. Goes for some more shield.
Yeah, he does actually get. That was a nice shot from number 8. He actually managed to hit K-Taco while he was doing the dip, duck, and dive there, trying to heal up. Another shot in the back. K-Taco put all that work into escape and heal, and now they're right back where they started.
Gets caught again with another one. Beautiful fire that gets put out right on Spo, and Spo's going to try to continue to chase here. Goes for the shield swap. K-Taco.
Right, we're seeing a stark difference to the pace of the game so far. We said 10 players alive a few minutes ago. We're still at 10 players alive, but look at the size of this zone. There's so much room to maneuver and get away from people. Rose, however, has been chasing people down very successfully, might I add, all day long. I don't think anybody's successful.
Oh!
Rose goes down. Rose unstoppable. How many kills is Rose on? I think unstoppable is 5. This is ridiculous. Rose, I'm serious. Rose is bullying. This is bullying.
Rose caught a verse in a tight, unexpected corner. Probably went in there and assumed there was a door and realized it was just a wall. And Rose was able to successfully get that pickup. There goes Spo.
Put Rose down.
Going on the outside here.
It looks like Spo is ready to engage there. Oh, gets the heal off. Rose actually, it doesn't matter. Okay, Rose had advanced heal there. Back up to full health, going out here to loot the goodies from a verse. We are down to 9 players after we finally saw that kill from Rose. Oh, Spo.
Spo getting hit. Avocado with a beautiful bow hits. Gonna try to see what they can do here. Good, big shots from Avocado here. Can Spo survive here, knowing that they're getting arrow shots? Beautiful arrow shots from Rose.
No, Rose actually didn't let that one loose. I'm kind of surprised. Was looking for the perfect opportunity, waiting to thread the needle, so to speak.
Avocado's down low here. Can Rose take out Avocado, or are they going to be able to take out the other person? But it looks like they were able to actually escape and get out of there.
Yeah, this is really big because if Rose can take out Avocado, I mean, it's not going to do Rose any good because Rose is already so far in the lead that I don't think it matters. But Avocado right now is just... I mean, they're definitely looking like they can pick up second place, so if Rose can shut them down before they get any more kills, that narrows their chance down. But Rose picks up another kill.
Wow.
So, merciless. This is, okay.
This is Rose's game. What I told you before, Rose has to go full pedal to the metal, and Rose has not stopped. Rose is on the way, and it's not even fair for the rest of the pack now. King is going to go for it. He's going to hit the ultimate, and Rose gets a kill.
How does he keep getting away with this?
He can't keep getting away with it. Clearly, Rose is getting away with it because
Rose is in everybody's head. Nobody can figure out what Rose wants to do because every time Rose charges something up, it works.
Rose is
like 100%
going,
success chance.
Rose is going off. It is official. Rose is absolutely disgusting with not only their gameplay, their movement, but also the timing. Remember what I told you before? The timing is very important when you're trying to get these last-minute kills. Some people are very low. It might not be smart to do it, but some people, especially Rose, has been so good at trying to get these picks, and it's just been so successful for Rose so far that they have just been dominating because of getting these extra picks. Meanwhile, there's certain people struggling, and Rose is just getting free kills.
Rose seems to just know when to get in and out. Rose actually is now breathing, not necessarily a sigh of relief, but no longer has that target of Avocado as Milkshake actually managed to pick him up. Look at how much space we have. We're down to 5 players left alive. Look at all the space we have.
So much space. Flamebringer!
Not the first. Not the
Oh,
last.
he's dead to the zone or the flame.
And
Or it doesn't
Rose!
matter. The grapple's going to stop him in his track. The Blood Ripper up top. Rose is not going to be anywhere near that thing.
There goes the Flamebringer that Nathanius wanted to see. Nathanius wanted to see the Flamebringer, wanted to see the flames fly like beautiful birds onto somebody and get those eliminations. And Rose, of course, ending it in style with a beautiful Flamebringer. Beautiful defense here. Let's see if Rose can continue the absolute monstrosity of what they've been doing so far against number 8 here. Goes for a couple of shots here. Beautiful shot.
That was so close. Number 8 actually just turned that around at the last possible second. Wait, Rose. Look at this. Rose is just a master with the greatsword. I haven't seen a single bad decision from Rose yet. We've been watching this whole time. Not once has Rose made a single mistake.
Defense has been incredible as well. And then here goes no.
Blood Ripper. He found a single frame to get out of that. He was mashing his teleport just to find a way out. Daldir was trying to put an end to Rose's reign of terror, but there are 3 players left on this map. Number 8 engaging with Daldir. Maybe they should just take a break and wait for
There
Rose.
goes the Flamebringer being put out just a little bit here. Here comes the ultimate from Daldir. See if they can try to get a pick here.
How much damage Daldir took from that Flamebringer? So much.
Oh, looks like that one almost hit Rose, but it didn't. And here goes the push.
Rose finished
Rose
off that
takes out
game, too.
Daldir. This is officially Rose's game, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching one of the best Naraka players to ever hit the game. Rose is absolutely dominating in every single
Wait
lobby.
a second. Hold on a second. It's not over yet. The parry comes out. Number 8 giving Rose a run for their money. Oh, one more hit.
Rose
is
is
gonna do-
low.
Wait. Number 8 could possibly put an end to Rose. Is this for real? Rose is healing back here. He does connect with it.
Oh
Rose
my
gets shut
goodness.
down. Finally, number 8, the Target G player, finally taking out this monster that has just been destroying everybody. Wait a second, hold on. 6 kills in first place. Rose gets another insane 9 kills.
9 kills, 28,000.
8 the first game. 9 the
There is
second game.
literally
9 the third game.
There is literally not a single person
Every
that has
game.
dropped a 20,000 damage point game so far. This is absolutely amazing. Rose dominated in every single game that we have watched so far, and to see number 1 take out Rose, even though Rose already won, Rose already knew they won.
I don't even care. Rose
That was amazing.
fought that battle with all their heart, and to watch that
Daldir
actually turn that around, that's amazing. They got to be
No,
so good about
it's crazy. No, you guys are 100% right. Also, thank you, Dobby, recognizing the Flamebringer.
I know you wanted to
I
see
love
it.
seeing Rose bring that out, and I think you guys called it perfectly, especially once Rose got into top 10. It's like, okay, well, you're not losing the tournament now. You've already picked up a bunch of kills, kind of going a little bit of freestyle.
Nope.
I love to see
Nope,
it.
don't need to.
But
just keep running.
that was
Full speed ahead.
9 kills in each of the games. And, of course, not only just winning a few of them, but second place is not that bad either with the multiplier. Odin, I do think this is one of those times where we can confidently say we think we know who's on top before the leaderboards come out. But, man, has Rose showed up and entertained everybody here
It's
today.
not often that we see somebody go crazy on their first game and then continue that performance again in the next game. And this is the first time we've had 3 games. It's always been 2. So watching somebody go crazy for 3 straight games is just unprecedented. Rose has set a new standard for the level of play, and everybody's going to be looking to emulate what Rose is doing.
Not only the level of play, but also consistency, right? Because you have to, like I said, it's the same thing when we talked about Jaxie earlier, right? Jaxie being smart enough to know when fights are really important, but being able to back out of those fights, knowing that we always see Jaxie in like those top 10 situations. So he's always there, right? But knowing Rose is doing the exact same thing, but she's also taking out those extra players, those low HP players that are coming out of the circle, that are already in the middle of a fight, goes for a bow shot, boom, they're down and they're out. Or we see Rose take out somebody like while they're trying to do something, while Cake Taco's trying to take them out. Or let's say somebody else is in the middle of something and Rose just goes, nope, that's mine. See you later, ta-ta. And like we saw it time and time again, and Rose has done a fantastic job of not only the consistency, but being smart to know when is my time to push.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to look for any particular faults. I mean, it was a really great showing from the other player towards the end of that round, but it's like, if you're Rose at that point, the pressure is definitely a little bit off. Second place for that round isn't the worst way to end it, but man, just what an absolutely incredible performance. I don't really have any words for it. We kind of had the expectation that everyone would be aggressive, that they would bring it, and we definitely got to see that, but it wasn't even just coming in like the Reaper, like you were saying, Dobby, coming in and picking off those low hit point players from the other teams. I mean, they were taking those 1v1s left and right. They were not scared, and it's just been really exciting. And because I do think that I think Rose this time is this a more even more than we had out of Nostrad when he won solos last season.
Hands down,
this is definitely
yeah.
This is
takeover.
Like I said, this is now the new bar for performance, and people are going to be watching what Rose is doing and trying to emulate because, I mean, there was like flawless execution. It looked like I was watching like a tool-assisted speed run. She was running through everybody like it didn't even matter. Everybody
backwards long jumping up the stairs.
Just absolutely insane display of just dominance throughout every single space. But also the crazy thing too was seeing the circles. The smaller they got, the less people we saw. Notice what happened last season. Like, we were seeing 10 to 15, 20 people in those circles. And this last circle, we saw 4 people alive. But time before that, we saw 2. We literally saw 1v1 in, like, a decent-sized circle.
It was like an arena.
We've never seen that.
Last season, one of the craziest circles we ever saw were, like, 14 people in the size of a dime. Nobody had space to breathe.
Yeah,
this format is very impressive.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Really encourages those big aggressive plays, encourages everybody to get out there and take their shot at each other without having to do too much hiding up in the trees or anything like that. We do have the leaderboards for solos at the end of 3 games. Here are the standings. Surprise, surprise, Rose almost at 50 points in first place. An insane performance, but you know what? I look at number 2 through 4, and I say to myself, well, it was a very close race for second place.
Yeah, I mean, 0.3 difference between second and third place. Avocado got to be kicking themselves after that third game right there, because they got taken out at the last minute. In what we saw just outside on the corner of the screen, it was a tough situation. Avocado could have gotten away and gotten the reset. That would have been the difference between second and third place. So it's just those little tiny, when you're talking about these players at the top level, it's just those little tiny errors that make all the difference in the world. But Rose did not commit any of those errors until the last fight.
Yeah, kind of crazy to think, though. Avocado could have actually moved up in the prize winnings if he just barely managed been able to take that other player out. But, ladies and gentlemen, we still have the grand finals for our trios to get to. So we're going to go to a break, and when we return, we're going to get into it. Naraka Blade Point Morris Cup Season 2 Grand Finals continues after this.